This week on Game On, Matt Perri celebrates 100 goals in the Heathcote League.
We chat with Moama's Mitch Eade post-match.
Meet the Echuca Bombers A-grade netballers.
We have the second semi-final of the handball competition.
And of course, all the fixtures for this weekend. Let's get into this weekend's GVL action where we had Echuca travelling across the Shepparton to take on the Bears. The Bears are a very good team. We know they're absolutely flying at the moment, and the effort was definitely better from Echuca this week, and that's probably the most important thing at this stage of the season after the last sort of few weeks they've had. Really earning a little bit of respect back. They took the challenge up to Shepparton, only 13 points down late in that third quarter, but 3 goals late in that term really hurt. A little bit too much to overcome after that. Shepparton, they lifted. Echuca just not quite able to go with them, but Shepparton just a little bit too clean with the ball, and I think those turnovers in the back half from Echuca presenting some really easy opportunities for the Bears to capitalise on. Simon Buckley and Will Monaghan, they're two of the guns, and they performed very well again. And Jordan Florence, he's had to step up into the ruck when Kane Morris went down with a leg injury. He did a fantastic job there. But I think the best story coming out of the game, Luca Maluso, the 17-year-old on debut, he started his senior career with 3 goals. Brilliant performance there.
Yeah, look, it definitely makes it hard when you don't have finals left to play for, but hopefully they can continue to play out the season. Across in the Murray Football League now, and they had the split round. Tongala, they faced an unexpected loss at the hands of Kingupna, while Moama, they overcame a 3-quarter slump to roll the Jenny Rams by 31 points in the end. Tongala, they were right in the contest against Kingupna up until halftime. They led by 8 points at the first break, but then the road just got over the top of them. They kicked 5 goals with the win in the second and caused that 23-point turnaround at half-time. It's disappointing for the Blues, though, because we know that they really wanted to finish the season strongly and head into 2018 with a lot more gusto, but it really winnable game too against Kingupna. They bet them in that first encounter, so a game they really should have won, but in the end they went down by 29 points. They've got Finley and then Rumballara, so 2 more chances, very possible chances at wins there for the Blues. Moama, they had a tough middle of the year with a lot of injuries, but they've certainly brought it all together at this back end of the season. Wasn't all easy, though, against the Jenny Rams. That third quarter, they really turned it up. They kicked 8 goals to 1 to Moama's 2 goals to 1, and it made them have an 11-point lead going into that fourth quarter for the Rams, which was, to Moama's credit, they certainly came back again in the last quarter. They were able to run out the game with 7 goals. Tyler Jones, he kicked 5 goals for the game. Lockie Collins finished with 3. Jake Hare, he was back after a broken foot and he made it through the game, so really promising signs there. But once again, it was the midfield who just stood up and they were able to deliver that good ball into the forwards who were able to finish off in some pretty tricky conditions. We actually caught up with Mitch Eade, who's a midfielder for Moama, just to get his thoughts on the game.
Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle once in the third quarter at the midfield, but after in the fourth quarter we got our hands onto it and the footy going. It was a good game. Yeah, I think it's just a bit of fitness to get our midfielder and everyone on the team get a bit fitter. It just helps us in the longer run, hopefully go deep in finals if the fitness.
And it doesn't get any easier there from Moama. They've got Baruga away and then Nathalia at home, left to finish the home and away season. Some news now in the Northern Country Women's League. We all know we've got that grand final between Bendigo Thunder and Benalla Saints this Sunday at Waroona Oval, so make sure you get down and support the league there. Closer to home though, Echuca's coach Mick McInnes, he took out Coach of the Year at the recent presentation evening, and Echuca player Jess Pitts, she came runner-up best and fairest in the league vote count.
Well, the massive story coming out of this weekend's Heathcote football was Leitchville-Gunbower's Matt Perri kicking his 100th goal for the season in Leitch's 126-point win against White Hills. It took a while. He kicked one that was called touched. He hit the post, and he had what would have been a certain goal called. He said took the mark over the line, but he finally got one through. So well done to Matt. In the process, he became the first player since Leitchville-Gunbower's merger in 1995 to kick 100 goals, so a brilliant achievement there, and it probably overshadowed what was another really strong message from this incredible side. They've beaten a team that's going to be playing finals. They're 5th place at the moment, White Hills. They've beaten them by 21 goals, absolutely destroyed them, so they're in brilliant form, and I really can't wait to see how they perform, how they line up in the finals. Also in the Heathcote League, we had LBU taking on Colburn-Abbon, and they did go down by 83 points against a really tough, experienced Colburn-Abbon side. It was always going to be a bit of a challenge for LBU. They got behind early and they did lift, but really in the end, no match for the Hoppers. Peter Gibbs actually reckons he saw some of the best team brand of footy for the whole season from Colburn-Abbon, so that is definitely something to keep an eye out for in the finals. The Cats had just quite a bit of trouble getting through that Colburn-Abbon press, and I think they might have a few more problems this weekend too, because they're going to be travelling to take on Leitchville-Gunbower.
Yeah, tough game lining up there for the Cats. In the Pecola and District Football League, Mathaura, they had another blow to their season, going down to Jerilderie by 124 points. It was really upsetting because it was likely to be their last chance at a win. They've got Tokemore coming up, who's always going to be tough for any side. Luke Schwenke, he was back in the ruck and really got a lot more of the footy for them. Jack Cow, Dougal McKinley and Lachlan Vag, again they played some incredible footy as they have been all year in for a losing side, which is a nice feather in the cap for those guys there. But for Moama, for a team that plays quite a defensive game plan, it's quite unusual, I guess, to see them coughing up 42 scoring shots a week after week to the opposition, which is something they'll be looking to address with their last round coming up against Tokemore. In a very different game though, Pecola United, they have absolutely smashed Yarrawea by more than 200 points. 221-4 was the final score there, so not much to say about the game. Coach John Barco said they were let down a bit when it came to that delivery inside 50 to their forward, made it difficult. Some difficult scoring shots there, but you know, when you're up by 111 points by half time, you can afford, I guess, a few tricky shots at goals. They'll finish their home and away season with Jenny Rovers away, which should be a pretty good matchup there. With the Echuca Fashion Centre Workwear First Handball competition is well and truly ramping up. We've got our second round of the semi-finals with players from each junior club again joining us for that competition. Let's see who made it through to our next prelims.
Alright, we're here for the semi-finals of the Echuca Fashion Centre Workwear First Handball competition. Again, the top two scorers are going to be going through to the prelim finals. Let's meet today's competitors.
Coben James,
Matt Harris,
Shane Cartwright,
Kai Stable.
Alrighty, so well done to our two winners today. We have Matt Harris from the Tony Football Club, and we have Kai Stable from Mutt. They're going to get $25 each for the Echuca Fashion Centre. Congratulations, boys. Congratulations to Kai Stovall and Matt Harris. Well, this week we had the chance to sit down with some players from the Murray Bombers A-grade netball side and ask them a few questions about the team.
I would say Eve's the loudest in the class, but that would be a big lie. So I would probably say myself, because I feel that I talk quite a lot, especially when I play goal shooter.
I have to say Drysy or Ez probably.
The loudest would have to be Erin.
Probably Hilly.
Definitely Erin.
Prelims probably. Make sure you're doing prelims.
Don't focus on what we can control, not what the opposition.
Minus the expletives, it would be prelim move skills.
Probably Diana, she's sassy, so it's funny. All the girls really, it's a lot of fun just being as a team, sitting together after the game. It's really good fun.
Definitely Abby.
Probably Eve. Yeah, because we probably like eat the same things after the game, so it's a go-to girl. Definitely hot chips.
A pie and a beer, really.
To be honest, a peanut butter sandwich. Definitely Kai Abram.
Kai's everyone's biggest rival and everyone wants to beat them. Probably Rochi.
I'd say Kai probably, yeah.
Ooh, it's either Erin or Meg.
In our team?
Yeah.
I'd have to say D.
D probably, yeah. Or Erin. Erin?
Erin, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say Erin Hill again.
Hilly. Erin, definitely.
Well, on that note, let's take a look at how they went on the weekend with all the netball games.
Yeah, that's right. The Murray Bombers did have a pretty tough game. They went down by 11 goals to the Shepparton Bears, who have been fantastic this season, 55-44. The Murray Bombers were ahead at half-time due to a really great second quarter where they really got some open attacking play, played in front and just really dominated and made all the play. But things did sort of fall apart a bit after the half. Echuca made just a few too many errors, and the Bears, they're probably too good a side to not capitalise on that. They did have a former Vixen shooter, Kemp, in goals, and she sort of rarely missed for them. I think Casey Frame was saying that they felt like they were right in the game and they sort of lost it for themselves. So I guess that's sort of a positive. They sort of believe they've got the ability to take it right up to those top teams, and it's only themselves holding them back. Erin Hill and Lisa Drysdale, fantastic as always, and Chloe Michelle, she had that tough job on Kim Kamain, and she did a fantastic job there too. 2 games left for Echuca, and they're probably going to have to win them both if they want to be playing finals.
Yeah, no doubt if they don't get there this season, they'll certainly be in finals contention next year. Across in the Murray League, and there were some unexpected results from both games there. Tongala, they ended up on the losing end of the game against Kingupna, one they were really expected to win going in. 5 goals in the end, the difference, and I guess it just shows that you can't underestimate a team whose season is on the line. Kingupna needing to win that one to stay in finals contention. Not the best performance from the Blues though, and they were really let down by those 1%ers, which Coach Alicia White has been determined for them to get right. So something they'll definitely looking at over the bye, and then coming out strongly again in their next round against Finley. Moama, they ended up with a draw against Denny at Moama Recreation Reserve. They were hampered in that first quarter. Nothing was really going their way. They were down by 2 goals, and I think they really lacked that ability to just find the determination to win, because they've always played as the front runners. They haven't had to, I guess, come back from being down, but you know, they really showed that class in the last quarter that we know that they were down by 3 goals with just a minute to go, and they just turned it around. Georgia Groves, she was incredible for a 19-year-old. They definitely put a lot of pressure on her as the main goaler. She shot almost 38 of those 42 goals for Moama, so a massive effort there, and she actually took a pretty crucial intercept in that last quarter to bring about the draw. So hopefully Moama, they'll be able to look at a few individual performances in this bye and then come out strongly once again against Barooga.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's fly through some results from the other games now. We had LBU. They went up against the top of the table, Colbernabon, and went down by 26 goals. Leitchville-Gunbower, they're probably still going to finish in the finals, but they did also go down by 19 goals to White Hills. And in the Picola League, Mathaura, another loss, 32-69 against Jerilderie.
Well, let's take a look at this week's fixtures.
Hi, my name is Molly McLeod from Echuca United Football and Netball Club. In the GVL this week, Echuca has the bye. In the Murray League, Echuca United will play Finley away, and Tongala and Moama have a bye. In the HITCA League, Leitchville-Gunbower will play LBU in Gunbower. In Picola League, Picola United play away, and Mathaura has to take more at home.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Game On. Be sure to head to riverineherald.com.au and our Facebook page for the next episode on Thursday. And don't forget to check out our lift on Monday's Riv to see if you are the American hotels facing the crowd.
Well, before we go, we had a few players from the district. They made their TAC Cup debuts with the Bendigo Pioneers, Echuca's Brodie, Kemp, and Leitchville-Gunbower's Logan Prout. We got actually given some footage from the Pioneers of the boys during their jumper presentation ahead of the game.
And the first one